What is up, guys? We are here at CPAC and we have the lovely
Martha Bueno.
Martha Bueno.
Yes.
¿Hablas español?
Claro que sí.
Ah, ¿de dónde eres?
Cubana.
Cubana, yo soy colombiano. Hablamos in, we'll talk in English, but we have so are you from Cuba? You're from Miami. Okay, cool. What brought you, you live in Miami now?
I live in Miami.
Live in Miami. Okay. And what brought you to CPAC?
Well, I came here to spread the message of Free Ross. Free Ross Ulbricht. His mom is here at the conference,
Okay.
and we are trying to get support for Ross Ulbricht, who is the person behind the creation of the Silk Road. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yes, Silk Road, okay.
Yes.
Tell us, well, for people who don't know, tell us a little bit about Silk Road.
So the Silk Road was a free market website that he created, and it exchanged goods and services with Bitcoin.
Sure.
And for that creation of that website, he was given a 240-year life sentence.
Oh my God! Wow. Yes, I saw that on that happened. It's within the last 10 years. Well, how long
10
ago?
years. Yeah, 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
Absolutely.
And how did you get involved with this movement, the Free Russ movement?
I've known about the Free Ross movement for a while, and a few years ago, I had the pleasure of meeting his mother.
Okay.
And I realized, as a mother myself, that she's on a plight to free her son, and she needs our help. And I want to do everything I can to help her, support her, and of course, free Ross.
Free Russ. And so, why? What has been your experience like at CPAC for sharing this message? Did you come to CPAC specifically because you think you would find common cause with people in the conservative movement, or what? So, what was kind of your thinking behind that?
Again, I followed Lynn here.
Okay.
But yes, I think that there is a lot of common cause. I think that especially now when we're seeing people like Trump being attacked,
Right, yeah.
and he is being persecuted for his political beliefs, well, so in the same way, Ross is being persecuted for his political beliefs. And I come from a communist country where my father was a political prisoner for his political beliefs.
Wow.
And my mother broke him out of jail. So
Get out of here.
yeah, so hey, maybe Ross needs us to, step it up. We are.
Don't give the FBI a little bit too much,
No,
heads up.
I'm joking. Hello.
It's a figure of speech, right? Can you share that story? That sounds like a pretty cool story.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to hear that story.
Sure.
Yeah.
My dad attempted to leave Cuba. I think the year was 1969. Castro came into power in 1959. My parents were children.
Okay.
So in the late 60s, my father was a young adult, and he realized that he had no future in Cuba. He was in college, and they basically, if he didn't accept socialism, Marxism, Leninism in
Yes.
his classes and support it, he would not be able to graduate and have a career. And so he wanted to leave. And when his first attempt, he got caught and sentenced to a 6-year sentence.
Wow.
Of at first it was prison, and then later it was for good behavior. They moved him to like a gulag, a work camp. And in that work camp, my mom was able to break him out of jail. I won't give you the little details.
Right. But she got him out, which is a pretty cool story. She got him out. You let it up to your imagination.
She delivered him to the town right outside of Guantanamo Bay, and my dad swam from Caimanera, which is the town, to this little island in front of Guantanamo, where the United States government welcomed him to the United States, gave him his hand, pulled him up onto the island, and said, "Welcome to America." And that is my story, and that is why I love this country more than anywhere else in the world, because that freedom, those opportunities were only afforded to us because of America, and I hate to see where we are today.
So speaking of that, it's a good transition. Having that Cuban background, having that what your family went through, what are the things that you're seeing now here in 2024 that are really like layering red flags and being like, hey,
So
America,
many.
wake up of what
So
is
many.
going on to us as a society and what our constitution and government.
Yeah. So because communism likes to follow me around, my parents moved us from the United States to Venezuela in the early 70s.
Get outta here.
Yeah, I was born in the U.S., but my parents were living in Venezuela,
Okay.
so I grew up in Venezuela, and I watched in real time as communism came into Venezuela through Hugo Chavez,
Wow.
who was trained by Fidel Castro.
Yeah,
So I saw it then, and now I can see it here. And the number one thing that I tell people is, my dad used to tell people, I've seen this before, it's happening here, don't let it happen. And people would say, it can't happen here. We have so much petroleum, so much oil, this is never gonna happen in Venezuela. Here we are. Venezuela fell even faster than Cuba did. Venezuela has been over 20 years now in this communist hellhole. And my message to Americans is it can and it is happening here, and we have to stand up for our rights. And unfortunately, government is not protecting our rights, and I think it is our job to do something about it.
Stand up and speak out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Share the message and talk with people, right? Change their hearts.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It was a wonderful interview. I know you. We'll let you get to your lunch. It was. We're very thankful for your time and for carving it out. And we will spread the message about free
Russ.
Free Russ.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Where can people
Find
find you and find the Free Russ information?
Sure. So Free Ross, freeross.org, and if you would do us a huge favor of going to freeross.org/petition and signing his petition. He's got 600,000 signers, and we are looking for 1 million. And then you can find me at Bueno for Miami.
On which platform?
Instagram and Twitter, X, whatever.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you.
Likewise. Thank
All right,
you.
take care.